Hello listeners, this is Paul Ezekiel, Senior Rig Analyst at Westwood Global Energy in Singapore, with a roundup of some news ending on 20th May. Starting with some trends and indicators, the number of jackups contracted or committed for work now stands at 382. That represents a 12 rig increase since January and a 16 rig improvement since May 2021. The current number is thanks primarily to the recent contracting activity of Saudi Aramco. The operator has awarded contracts for 26 jackups since March. However, with many of those units being previously cold stacked, the number of marketed rigs has also increased. The current marketed fleet now stands at 429, up 5 from 428 in January. As a result of both numbers increasing, marketed jackup utilization has improved during the same period, but only by 2%. Nevertheless, with utilization now sitting at almost 89%, the market is in the midst of a revival that many did not believe would occur. On to some contract awards. Borr Drilling reports that it had received a letter of award from an undisclosed operator in Southeast Asia for the 400-foot jackup Saga. Commencement is expected to be in direct continuation of its present work with Hess Malaysia, which is expected to end in October. The duration of the new work is for a period of 4 years. Based on our data, the duration and commencement are similar to a tender released by Brunei Shell Petroleum earlier this year. Market sources indicate that Valaris has received 5-year plus 2-year option contracts for 2 jackups from Saudi Aramco. The first is Valaris 104. The rig is currently cold stacked in the UAE and will undergo reactivation. It has been idle at the Adyard facility since January 2020. Secondly, the Valaris 108 was awarded a contract. The rig is currently working for Saudi Aramco under a charter that runs through October. UK-based Pharos Energy has announced that it has plans to drill 2 development wells in Block 16-1 in Tay Gyak Trang field and 1 well in Block 9-2 in the CNV field offshore Vietnam. Drilling will commence sometime in the second half of this year. It was reported that a letter of award has been issued to Valesto Energy to use the jackup Naga 3 for 2 firm wells plus 1 option well. Pharos Energy are partners with Huang Long JOC, who is the operator of the Tay Gyak Trang field. The rig is presently warm stacked offshore Johor, Malaysia. Moving to the North Sea, it is understood Spirit Energy has issued a request for quotation for a jackup to undertake 2 firm slot recovery wells at its York field in the UK southern North Sea, plus options. The firm duration is 160 days with a 150-day option and a 25-day P&A option with work to commence sometime in Q1 or Q2 2023. Responses are due by the 30th of May. Moving to Australia, following our report of 13th April, industry sources advised that ENI Australia has issued an expression of interest for a moored floater. The area of operations is in the Khitan oil field that straddles Australia and Timor-Leste, located within the joint development area. Water depths at the locations is about 1,000 feet or 305 meters. The work scope is said to be drilling of 3 to 5 subsea wells with a duration of about 120 to 150 days, commencing in Q4 2023. Responses to this inquiry are to be submitted by 27th of May. Moving on to financing and business news, Woodside Australia reported that its shareholders have voted to approve the proposed merger with BHP's oil and gas business. Held on 19th May at its annual general meeting, 98.66% of the votes are in favor of the merger. Completion of the merger is expected to be on 1st of June. The two companies agreed on the merger in November 2021, whereby Woodside will acquire the entire share capital of BHP Petroleum in exchange for new Woodside shares. The company said that on completion, the merger would create a global top 10 independent energy company by production and the largest energy company listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. Woodside Petroleum will be changing its name to Woodside Energy Group Limited. Now to some rigs on the move. The jackup Noble Regina Allen is now en route to location offshore Guyana to commence a one-well contract for Repsol. The rig will drill the Bibai Potaro 1 exploration well in the Kanuku block. Drilling is expected to take around 80 days to late July. Upon completion, the rig will mobilize to Trinidad to undertake a 210-day plus options contract for an undisclosed operator. The firm portion of the work will last until March 2023, with the deal extending through August should the three options be exercised. On to some drilling activities. Pemex has received approval from Mexico's National Hydrocarbons Commission, CNH, to drill the Popoca 1 exploration well in the AE-0149-M Uchukil assignment area. The operator will use Cemex-managed jackup West Oberon for this well. Drilling is scheduled to start around mid-June and will last for 221 days till January 2023. The rig is under contract with Pemex through October 2025. Transocean ultra-deepwater semi-deepwater Nautilus has commenced mobilization from Labuan to Mubadala Petroleum's first location in Block SK32 offshore Sarawak. It was supposed to start during the second half of April, but local sources indicate that the delay was not attributed to the rig. The work scope is to drill 2 exploration wells with an estimated duration of 75 days, making it available in August. It is presently available thereafter and being marketed actively. Finally, on to some other news. Following on from our news in March and April, Turkish Petroleum's new addition to its fleet, the ultra-deepwater drillship Cobalt Explorer, has arrived in Turkey to join the other drillships Fateh, Kanuni, and Yavuz, all of which are currently located in the Turkish Black Sea. Thanks for listening. For more information on rig logics and how to reach us, please visit our website at www.westwoodenergy.com.